Hi, my name is Joseph Alai. Welcome to my channel. And today I want to talk about revision. So I'm doing a workshop today. So in light of that workshop on revision, I want to talk to you a little bit about why revision is truly what I believe is the single most important manifesting facet or aspect, and the implications that it actually has on how this reality works, how to test it, and how to go through the process yourself of proving that we can change the past. So first of all, if you have not done so already, please subscribe, hit the bell icon. If you want more laser focused, systematic manifesting videos on how to get whatever you want in a predictable way, hit the like button. It does something to the algorithm from which people who would not be able to normally see these videos will be able to see this video specifically. And then if you're interested, I do have my revision workshop going on tonight and on Sunday. So check that out. The link will be below. So let's just jump right into it then. So revision is changing the past. That's in a manifesting way. That is what revision means in a generalized way. So how is that possible? I may have mentioned this before, but the instant I heard of this topic, revision, I shut the book and I said, this is BS. And I didn't go back to these teachings for about a year. And that was a real shame. That was a year that I could have really flourished and mastered this stuff. But thinking about it from that point of view, I believed in manifesting, but the perception from which I believed in manifesting, or the premise from which manifesting was taught to me, was false. So this was back when I was still into law of attraction. And when I say law of attraction, I mean the mainstream law of attraction teachers. And the premise was that there's a universal force that is attracting things into me. So with that premise, I could still keep my old beliefs, such as the way that the world works, past, present, future, etc. Nothing having to do with any type of spirituality, nothing having to do with dimensions. That stuff did not need to enter into my mind because of the idea of attraction, just vibrating things inward. So nevertheless, I basically, a time came when my back was against the wall and I had no choice but to try to put these to the test, this technique to the test. And what I found is once I tried to do this, my entire life changed. Entire life changed 100%. The single most profound event or day was taking the process of revision and applying it in a systematic way through all of the events of my life, revising them as I went along. My life changed. That is when manifesting exploded for me, broke wide open. So the idea and the premise is that the past is changeable. How is that possible? So I want to take you through the process. Essentially, think of it this way. If I asked you right now, like, okay, so you can remember what happened yesterday, generally speaking. You can remember what happened a year ago, 10 years ago, whatever. Now, if I asked you to step into that infinite span of time called the past, step into it, literally step into it, you can't. There is no past. It's in the mind. It's all in the mind. All there is the eternal now. So the things that happened back then are just happened and they vanished, right? But the construct of our mind and the way that our civilization perceives this is that it is immutable. You cannot change it. It happened and that is the fact. So with manifesting, if you've been watching my channel and putting this to the test, then you know that the facts literally do not matter. It doesn't matter what happened, what is going to happen, what is happening now. When you imagine what you want as if you already have it, the facts all take care of themselves. So going back to the idea of the past is immutable. So the past cannot be immutable. If I apply revision to an event in the past, if I imagine an alternate ending to an event in the past, and I see the outcome tomorrow reflect the modification that I made in my mind today, then that proves that the past is not immutable. The past can be changed. And this is how manifesting works. Manifesting is that our mind is, as our mind changes through our thoughts, ideas, moods, feelings, attitudes, etc., the world external is changing. It's in a continuous state of flux, dynamic, moving, because there's nothing static inside of our mind. It is always changing. And when we change a memory of the past, that's all it takes for the future to change as well. So what it proves is that the future and the present is dependent on the past, but the past not being a solid cemented structure, we can change the past and then change the future, change the present. And this is what manifesting is. So the past, in essence, only exists now, and it only exists in our mind as a memory. And so a memory, what's a memory? A memory is a perfect imaginal act. So in the Bible it says, when you pray, when you imagine, believe you have already received it. Imagine it as if you already have it, and you shall. So that's and you shall receive it. That's the analog. So when you pray, believe you have already received it, and you shall. And translated into manifesting terms, when you imagine after the end, and you will receive it. What is a memory? You're bringing up in your imagination something that already happened. And so guess what? You're going to receive it again and again. Our beliefs, attitudes, ideas, feelings, the things that are going to happen tomorrow are based on our memories more than anything else. And so you can say that the single most important thing to overcome is the past. If there are events that have changed the course of your life, that have influenced or affected your beliefs, attitudes, ideas, fears, anything else, going in and changing the event in your mind will change the outcome tomorrow. So if there was a life-changing event that happened, go into your imagination, literally, and modify that scene in first-person point of view to have the outcome that you wished actually happened. But make sure when you're imagining this, you feel it real. You are acting in that play. It's in first-person point of view. And you will watch. If you go through this in a systematic way, you can clear up. You'll realize that all of your resentments, all of your fears, doubts, insecurities, all of these things are based not only on your memories, but you created them in the first place because you are the operant power in your world. The experience that you live in is only created by you. So you are the one who draws everything in, but yet our past, our hurts, our fears, they were created by us, and yet we keep them in our memory. We keep reliving them, and so it keeps pushing them back out. There's a video I have called, I think it's called like the feedback loop of creation. And the idea is that we imagine something, it manifests, and then we react to it. And then therefore it impresses it on the subconscious mind again, and we manifest it again, and then such and so forth. And so this is exactly what is happening with our memories. We are suffering or having good memories, and then we relive them, and then they manifest again, and they manifest again. There is nothing in this world, there's nothing in your experience that you have not already put there by your own creation. You cannot experience something unless you have put it there. Now, it may not be deliberately, but we are, whether we like it or not, we are always creating. So why not go back and overcome that past which shaped and continues to shape the world that we are in today? So revision is the key, and the idea is this. The technique is this. You bring forth a scene in the past, a memory that you do not like or that you wished happened differently. You bring that scene into your imagination and you alter it into the way that you wished that it happened. You feel that in first person point of view, you are in that scene acting as if while you are imagining. And if you do that successfully and you repeat it over and over until it becomes a natural working part of your imagination, you can then drop it, and it's just the same thing as manifesting anything else, because all things are possible. Imagine whatever you want in having had already happened as if it had happened. You imagine after the end and you watch how everything changes. This will prove to you that there is no past. It is only the eternal now, and the past is a construct that keeps a more static state. You change that past in your memory and you change the future. So I hope you like this. If you're interested in this topic, check out the link below. I've got the workshop on this. This revision is the single most important thing I have ever done. It took me out of depression, insanity, addiction, homelessness, poverty, all the things that, depression, suicidal ideations, anything you could imagine that was terrible. That was the state that I was in. And it was because it was event after event after event after event. It was like everyone was dying. I couldn't catch a break because I kept recreating it because of the memories of my past. A lot of it was because of my own resentments. A lot of it was fears, doubts, insecurities, memories, expectations of the future, personality traits, perception changes that happened because of these painful pasts. Modifying these, every single one of them in a systematic way, which is what I'm going to be going over in the workshop, was the solution for me. And that is when everything exploded, broke wide open. My power surged because I had no more garbage in the way. So anyway, thank you for watching. Subscribe, bell icon. If you want more laser-focused, systematic methodology on how to get what you want, subscribe now. Thank you.